Hello, and thanks for joining me today as we watch the men's 3,000 meters from the Mark Conover Classic, which took place on March 22nd, 2025 at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. And the starters calling us to the line here, getting lined up in number order based on your hip. Everyone's a little nervous.
Hey, does anyone want faster than 67 to 68?
You go slower? you go right next to him.
Craig Engels pacing us. He actually ends up staying in the race. Spoiler alert.
Whatever you're comfortable with, okay?
As we get lined up here.
7.5 laps.
Excellent officiating here by the USATF official. Now, these are largely collegiate athletes with a few post-collegiates, such as myself. And we're underway here, just trying to get out clean. And as we get started here, as many of you know, I attended Cal Poly back in the day, back in the 2000s. And this meet used to be called the Cal Poly Invite, but it was renamed a few years ago after Coach Conover, Coach Mark Conover, to honor him as he recently had passed away. And I had the privilege of running for Coach Conover back in the day, and we did some great things, top 13 performances at the NCAA cross-country meet. So shout out, Coach. But yeah, we're coming through 200 meters here. I'm in about 4th place. Just trying to establish some position here. And the main reason I decided to run this race was because I wanted to get a little turnover in my legs. I'm primarily a longer distance runner, road racer, like 10 miles and half marathons and stuff. About 67 on that first lap. But yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit of turnover here. The shoes I'm wearing the HOKA Cielo Road, which is a racing flat, a non-plated racer. And you may be asking, why would you not wear spikes for a track race? Well, I'm not really a track and field athlete. I'm not doing a lot of track these days, so I hadn't been training in spikes, so I didn't want to risk any injury. So that's the main reason. Plus, the HOKA flats are great for this type of effort for what I'm trying to accomplish. But yeah, I'm just sitting here about 5th place, just drafting, trying to find my rhythm. I really hadn't done a ton of work at this pace. It's like 68 to 70 second pace type work. So I was unsure how I'd feel. So I just kind of got out in the middle of the pack and follow along with the rest of the group here. In front of me, we got John Gutierrez, my teammate, HOKA Aggies. 217 through 800 meters. So at 68s, this is solid for me. And again, we're kind of stretched out here all in a line. The crowd was really engaged here. It was awesome. Craig did a great job pacing us for these for the whole thing, really. And really, what am I thinking at this point? I'm just trying to stay relaxed. I'm trying not to listen to the splits. I'm just racing. And one thing you may notice is a pace oscillation on the GPS. In my experience, GPS aren't super accurate around track and field, around tracks. They tend to do a lot better with the open road and not tight quarters. This ended up being a pretty nice day. As you can see, the sun's shining. But as we kind of round the bend here and we get on the backstretch, you can hear the wind blowing. It's a pretty stiff headwind on the backstretch at Cal Poly, and it's always been that way as long as I can remember. So you can hear it blowing. And we're coming through 1,600 meters here. And this is where I'm starting to come up with some strategy for later in the race. And, we're at 4:34, 4:35. Just solid pace for me. I mean, I'm 39 years old and was literally at a Little League baseball game earlier this same morning. But I'm starting to formulate a plan in my head that maybe, the last third of this race, we can try and go do something. And here's Cielo right there in the blue. You see Cielo France. My teammate Cielo. He ended up providing a lot of motivation. And also shout out Cielo. He recently ran 28:09 in the 10,000 meters. So shout out Cielo for doing well. And coming into a kilometer to go, moving up into second here, slotted in behind Craig Engels. Because again, I'm thinking, maybe we do something here in this last kilometer or so. So an interesting ESPN statistic about Craig Engels and I. Craig is a very accomplished middle distance runner, but we have both beaten Matthew Centroids at one point in our careers. Craig in the 2019 USA Outdoor Championships in the 1500, and myself in the 2011 Club Cross Country Championships in Seattle, Washington. So you're looking at a couple of guys here who have beat a gold medalist in the 1500, which is pretty cool if you think about it. And right here, I pull up on his shoulder. You can see he looks over a couple times. I actually make a push to go around him, but he shuts the door on that pretty quickly. And 600 meters to go here. He starts turning it over, turns on the gas, takes me to Gapplebee's, and just starts putting a lot of distance between me. But I think at this point I was kind of in no man's land, so I was just trying to maintain. But yeah, this is the difference between a professional and a local post-collegiate. Yeah, so he lays down the heat here. I'm starting to get tired. .300 meters to go. Trying to keep the head down. Try and defend second place. There's Cielo again.
Got about 40 yards on the next guy.
That was really helpful. Coming into the home finish here. That's great. We have all different people racing in this event. Let's come out here, race some professional athletes. That's really cool. The crowd was great. I'm so happy my family, my son, my wife got to come and see me race. And honestly, 8:30 was a big surprise for where I am at this moment in time. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Lane 1 for more fun running content. We'll see you next time.